Morning. It is Saturday morning, February the 3rd. Rise and shine, rise and shine. Good morning to you. This is Coffee Talk, where we get together 7 days a week, chat about what's going on in the world of weather. It is a beautiful, beautiful morning in Central Florida. Of course, we've got the Olympic marathon time trials. There's a live look in downtown Orlando on our Tower Cam network. And whether you're looking here or you're looking elsewhere around Central Florida, each one of our Tower Cams is just gorgeous. Nothing on our first morning live Doppler radar. Definitely a little chilly out there this morning. Here's a live look in. 50 degrees in the city. It's 46 in Leesburg, 37 degrees in Ocala, about 45 Daytona Beach, 46 in Titusville. So yeah, I will add, these are not the lows that we've seen this morning. The temperatures were chillier, as I'm grabbing my fake protein shake so eloquently on the air. These are not the low temperatures. We were lower a little bit ago. We were at like 35 degrees in Ocala, and we had about 48 degrees, I think, was our morning low temperature in Orlando. You're getting me like right off the air, so forgive me if I'm doing stuff because this is my break. Anyway, hi, how are you guys? It's Saturday. Lots going on in Central Florida, and we're going to have each other covered. John, good morning to you. Paul, good morning. Taylor says it's been a long couple of days, but I'm here this morning. And I mean this from the bottom of my heart. I need y'all today, and I appreciate y'all being here. And we're going to get through this beautiful day together. 12-hour forecast showing us some sunshine and some comfy temperatures, right about where we should be this time of year. 70 by 1 o'clock, 73 degrees, our high temperature. That's a beautiful, beautiful forecast. Beverly says, good chilly morning, everybody. I love it. Jan, good morning to you. Thank you for being here. Truthfully, thank you for being here. It's going to be a beautiful, beautiful day. Listen, looking ahead, though, because there is so much going on, right? The Olympic trials today. Let's make sure that we've got you covered there if you're heading out to the event. It's going to be comfortable for you and I if you're a spectator, if you're watching, if you're running, if you're an elite runner. It's going to get a little humid by the end of the race. 68 for elite running is going to be difficult, right? It's not 90s, it's not like summer heat in Central Florida, but it's going to be warm. My brother Frank's asking if Jay, our other brother, is running in the Olympic trials. He's running currently. Let's get the old Garmin app. You're invited to watch from Jason Burris. Let's see what his pacing is right now. I doubt that it's Olympic level. Okay, let's see. Does this work? All right, distance 2.43. Look at his 8:56 pace. That dude is fast. I'm not saying that that's Olympic fast, but like, holy crow, that dude's running. So my brother may not be the fastest person in the world, but dude's doing it. Dude's doing pretty good. So anyway, these people though running in downtown Orlando are the creme de la creme. So that's going to be unbelievable to watch. And for the day today, I would say while we're in that planning phase, you'll want the jacket this morning. You won't need it though later on. So there you go. Great day to get some gardening done today for tomorrow's rain. Deborah, you're right. Yeah, I think that's a good call. Evelyn, good morning to you. Good morning. Mike, you're much calmer this morning. There we are. So anyway, comfy clothes later on. Temperatures climbing into the 70s. Yeah. A little bit of fog this morning. Otherwise, we're fine. Now, I want to make sure you know that while today's weather doesn't look bad at all, we do have some changes in the forecast for tomorrow, okay? Let me take you to the surface map. Late this afternoon, we'll be watching an area of low pressure developing through Texas, moving out to sea. And as it moves out to sea, it moves eventually our direction. And by tomorrow, particularly midday, We'll be watching that storm system bringing widespread rain with a few storms more than likely, really mid-morning through the early afternoon, and gusty winds on top of that. So we just need to prepare. I'll tell you that the Storm Prediction Center has placed Central Florida under a level 1 out of 5 risk for isolated strong to severe storms. I would say the threat is about as low as you could be for a level 1 threat without being under a no threat. It's possible something tries to get feisty, but when you see Futurecast, and I'll show it to you here in a moment, when you see Futurecast, you'll fully understand why I say what I say. Let's take a look. Bear with me. Here's our Futurecast model, okay? And through the day, I'll just run it through today. There's not weather today, right? Like there's weather, but there's not inclement weather today. But notice by tomorrow, 7, 8, 9 a.m., widespread rains. But you see little pockets of yellow and even a couple of pockets of orange around 10 a.m. That's your window. That's going to be the time frame where we could see a feistier storm. I would add that you don't see vibrant, bright reds and dark reds and blacks and whites. Those are the super high tier areas. So to me, the indication is that we could see some heavier stuff. And if the right ingredients come together, we could get something feistier. I don't see the writing on the wall for that. It's certainly something to monitor, but just the local knowledge, I just don't see that significantly playing out, which I'm totally fine with. So a little bit of rain through about 10, 11 o'clock, but notice, and I'll just back this up, like notice though by 11, 12 o'clock, we're looking way better. And then by 1, 2, I forget whose wedding was scheduled for 4 o'clock, a few showers for 4 o'clock, but by 4:35, it's clearing out. So the wedding, I don't think should be a problem. And also, the Pro Bowl, I don't think will be a problem. Look at that. Temperatures in the 60s, some gusty breezes for sure, but those showers exiting the area. So love that. Love that for us. James says, no daytime heating, no spicy weather. I mean, temperatures in the 60s are different than temperatures in the 70s, atmospherically at least. Right? So there's that. Larissa's asking, it's supposed to rain on Monday as well. It is. So let's go back. Let's go back to Futurecast. And we'll just we'll roll through Sunday again so that you can see it. And I'll bring it full screen for you here, okay? There's 6 a.m., 7, 8, 9 a.m., showers widespread. 10 o'clock. 10 o'clock is really when I think we'll have the inclement weather, then clearing it on out. And there's a few showers through the afternoon. But let's go to Monday, right? Okay, Monday, the storm system is nearby enough that we're going to see there's some showers around 8 o'clock in the morning, and then into the afternoon, can't rule out a little bit of that rainfall kind of lingering Monday afternoon. You see it? And then into Tuesday, and it's a little too far out, but Tuesday, that onshore kind of return flow should bring some of those showers back to Central Florida. So overall, it's not a significant, thankfully, it's not a significant like severe weather indicator, but I would say when you look at the overall coverage, right, like 90% coverage of rain. So there you go. It's going to rain. And if we look at the rain coverage, tomorrow, give me 2 seconds. Right? Like there you go. There's your high coverage of rain. So there you go. It doesn't take a meteorologist in a pattern like this to say it's going to rain. Where we get into the specificity is, does it get strong or not? I will tell you, there is a lowest of low chance. But like even I was looking on the X machine, the Twitter, and I'm like, why are some of these meteorologists like talking about scary severe weather? I'm like, y'all, we can have this conversation when there's a need, but this ain't it. So, good gravy. Ryan says, Eric, Sunday wedding guy here. I was late. Can we run through those Futurecast for Sunday again? Only because it's your wedding day, Ryan. First off, Mazel Tov, congratulations to you. Second off, I showed it 3 times, but because it's your wedding day, this is my gift to you, a customized forecast, okay? We'll do it again. This time with intensity. Give me 2 seconds. I'm just teasing you, Ryan. I got you, though. I have to give you a little grief. It's my love language. All right, so here we go. 4 a.m., it's cloudy. 6, 7 a.m., it's going to be showery. And I'm sure you'll wake up and hear the rain and see the clouds and be like, oh my gosh, what's happening here? 10 o'clock could even get a couple of feisty cells. I don't think it's going to be too bad. I think in South Florida it could get feistier as this storm system moves that direction. But notice 11, 11:30, 12, a few gusty showers, right? That's not too bad. And then to about 3, 4 o'clock, the model's trying to regenerate a few showers, but that's hit or miss. That's not too bad, and it clears on out nicely. So, congratulations on your wedding day. My gosh, many, 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 many years of happiness. There's going to be listen, as somebody who's married, you're not going to be perfect every day, but as long as you work toward that and never, I was told this advice, and I think that this is good. Here's the unsolicited advice, Ryan. As long as both of you don't quit on each other at the same time, you're good. Because there's going to be weak moments where one person wants to quit. I mean, not really, but you get the idea. As long as you both don't quit at the same time, you're fine. You can have your moment where you're quitting for a second and you just need you're down. Your significant other can do the same, but as long as you don't both quit on each other, you're going to be doing okay. So that's the unrequested advice I could give you. Whether or not it's good advice, you didn't pay for it. So there you go. All right? All right, my pleasure, buddy. Congratulations, congratulations, congratulations. All right, so that's where we're at. We've got rain tomorrow, a few showers lingering into Monday, even into Tuesday, but improving overall Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Let's take a look. Central Florida's certified most accurate 7-day forecast. And there you go. Tomorrow, because of that low-end concern for stronger storms, we're going to call it an impact day, just so that we're all on the same page. And then looking at Monday, clouds, showers around. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, turning a little cooler again, which means I'm going to have to wash all of my pants because I only have a limited number of casual pants. I feel like as a Floridian, we're probably all in the same boat. But get ready for it because there's going to be some cooler days. Yeah. All right. Joanne, as I'm trying to clear my sinuses, Joanne says, I see the pollen is up. Getting the dusting on the car yesterday. Oh, I did too. I had to run my car through the car wash. Yeah. Yep. Mr. Bob, we have a goalpost. It's not a big severe. Here. Let's do it. All right, give me a second to get this set up. But what I'm doing is I'm going to pull up. Well, let's start. We know that we're under a level 1 risk for strong to severe storms, but we can also look at the SIPS guidance for tomorrow. Notice SIPS has gone down. SIPS yesterday was at 15%, and now it's at 10%. Over Central Florida. And I agree. I think it's a marginal at best day. So that lines up. All right, let's change from the CFS. Oh, you want to do it this way? You want to be a pain? Okay, fine. Hold on a second. GFS. We'll click KMCO, that's going to be Orlando. Let me resize this so that you can see it. What you're looking at is kind of like a model plot skew T-log P diagram, which is one of the things that we nerd out looking for severe weather. We're just going to go through time. This is, valid 15Z. So this is late morning today. Obviously, we know there's not severe weather today. This is valid at 0Z. So this is tonight. We know there's not severe weather tonight. It's going to be a nice, quiet night. Atmosphere definitely getting saturated upstairs. 6Z. So this is early tomorrow morning. There's some gusty winds way upstairs, but it's a pretty saturated air mass. This is 12Z, so this is tomorrow morning. Definitely there's a little temperature inversion at about 750 millibars. Nothing standing out. But look at that. I mean, that's a saturated air mass. When you see the green is the dew point, the red is the temperature, that's a really saturated air mass. And so what that's telling me is there's a lot of moisture. Y'all, I don't see a severe threat. I see the weather nerd term for it is stratiform rain. What I see is rain. That's what I see. That's the setup that I see for us tomorrow. Yep. That's where we're at. Let's see here. Your forecasts are well presented and entertaining. Mr. Bob over on YouTube, appreciate it, buddy. Thank you. John says, I say a rumble of thunder, and that'll call it a day tomorrow. Whatever intensity will be done before it reaches Central Florida. The dynamics just don't look to be there to me. Now, I think the Storm Prediction Center, what they're seeing is there's a subtlety to some dynamics, and so I think that their concern is El Nino. But yeah, I definitely don't see anything big, and I love that. Yeah. John says it's gonna rain. That's correct. Yep, that's correct. Let's see here. Perfect spring rains. Need to get my seeds out. Yeah, there you go. Panic, it's gonna rain. I know. So just because the Storm Prediction Center placed us under that level 1 risk for strong to severe storms, that's why you see the yellow icon there on Sunday. I'm telling you right now, doesn't stand out to me as anything big. And I'm totally okay with that. Okay? Oh, we're doing the marriage advice thing I see in the comments here. As a 47-year marriage veteran, my newlywed advice is to remember what a faulty person you are, and any failure on their part will look trivial. We're all unbelievably imperfect. So we need to remember that in all of our things, I think. Marginal is a stretch, but the Hirsch QT is showing a marginal tornado hazard, but there's just not enough instability. Yeah, Mickey, right. We could switch over if we want to. Yeah, we can switch over to the Her. Yeah, and what it's like 12Z, so that's 20Z, so that's 36, 30. What is that? That's 12Z tomorrow. Okay, so the Her model, this is the high resolution rapid refresh. All right, so this is at like 7 a.m. This is at like 8 a.m. It's very saturated. It's saturated. There's not instability. That's the thing. So it's 13. So was it 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So it's 5 hours off. So that's 17, 16, 15, 14, 13. That's lunchtime-ish tomorrow. That's the time frame when the storms arrive. And it's not a home run. What you're seeing in that bottom right corner, the marginal severe, you have to understand that maybe the atmospheric dynamics are getting better through the day tomorrow because temperatures are climbing, but that's when the storms are moving out. So that's why, if the storms were moving in at 19, 18, 17, 16, 15 at 4 p.m., 100% I would be different approach to this. But at 19Z, the rains are moving out. So like that bottom corner where it says marginal tornado, the atmosphere will be differently stacked. And if there are storms that fire up in that window, sure. But like the model data just doesn't really show that. So yeah, Mickey, I agree. Like when the rain isn't necessarily moving in is when the atmosphere gets stacked for it. But you got to have the moisture and the instability at the same time. Otherwise, doesn't matter. Right? Good times. Oh, good times. Cindy, unsolicited comment to the groom. It's not a 50-50 marriage. It's a 100-100 marriage. Yeah, I would agree with that. And it's okay if you can't bring 100% every day. But if you don't bring 100%, your spouse needs to add to it. So like for me, if I'm exhausted, like today, I'm doing the morning show and I'm like, I got 50% to give. That means my wife has to give 150%. And that's asking a lot of her. So you can't really do that, right? So there you go. Good times. So anyway, that's the idea for tomorrow, is that if the storms move in a little later, or if we get some popcorn stuff later, there's a concern for severe weather. But for me and what I'm seeing, you know, I'm just not seeing it. Now, that said, let me do this. Let's just review, because you brought the her up. Hold on, let me find it. Stand by. We don't show this very often on the air, right? All right, so here's the 4 minutes out. Thanks, bud. So here's the high resolution rapid refresh model. And notice, like for tomorrow, it's got the rains moving in the morning, you know, pockets of heavier rainfall. And like it's, you know, 3, 4 o'clock when those dynamics are there, it's just not, it's not here. Now we go to like South Florida. Let's just widen this out. Totally different, right? Like South Florida, there's a reason that they're under a slight risk. Yeah, because look at those storms down there. So I think that that slight risk down there is absolutely appropriate. For us, marginal-ish. All right? So expect some rains. We'll be tracking it tomorrow. Otherwise, you know, it's a nice stretch. But remember, too, we're entering into that more active weather pattern for the month of February. So, like 18th, 19th, 20th, there's going to be a decent little storm system moving through. That's going to be a good recycle for hurricane season, I would suspect. That's going to be a recycle of something. All right. All right. I'll get to. I haven't even looked at Super Bowl yet. So yeah, there you go. Should the folks at Campeche always be worried? All right. Any questions, comments, concerns, anything? 30 out. Thank you, sir. Oh, 2:30 out. Thanks, bud. Thank you. All right. Any questions, comments, concerns, anything at all? All right, so just plan. Today's the day to go outside and play. Tomorrow we'll have a little bit of midday rain, but looking better for the Pro Bowl, better for the afternoon activities. Love that for us, right? All right, be good. Thank you so much for hanging out. Be the sunshine in someone else's day. Have a wonderful, wonderful Saturday. I will see you guys and gals on TV in a couple of minutes, and then we'll do Coffee Talk again tomorrow morning. Sound good? Sound good. Take care.